Hi, I'm Stacey and welcome to my Book Nook. And welcome to today's video, which is a October TBR. So this is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing both my normal pick and mix TBR and Bookopoly, which is now Spookoplathon, because I'm feeling like some spooky reads. It's gonna happen. So, the first thing that I would like to do is probably show you the roles. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do Bookopoly first, and then I'll do my pick and mix TBR. So, on to Bookopoly.
Okay, role number 1. It is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Purple. Row number 2. Another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is Mary Shelley. Row number 3, we've got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is a Becca wreck. Row number 4 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is Michael Myers. Row number 5, another 9. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Small book. Under 300 pages. Last roll then is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a chance card.
Okay, so now you've seen the rolls, you will know that my first roll was a purple cover. I'm also going to kind of whiz through these because I have a lot of books here, like a lot of books, but you'll see the theme. So the first one that I was thinking for purple cover is going to be Belladonna. This is by Adalyn Grace, and I've completely forgotten what it's about. But what I do know is that it's a girl with a connection to death. It's a fantasy book, and it's got lots of like poison references and something about a ghost coming back to tell her she was murdered. Something like this. This is a really beautiful Fairy Loot edition. It's gorgeous and it's very, very purple, so it works really well. It's even got purple sprayed edges. Another option, maybe, is The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. We'll see. Belladonna is a bit more what I kind of want out of it, but I've been meaning to read this for so long, so we'll just see what happens. The next role was Mary Shelley, which is a sci-fi. And so for this, I thought I could potentially read the next instalment of Saga, whatever that is. Or I could read Sea of Tranquillity by Emily St. John Mandel. I really don't know an awful lot about it, but I've heard it's really good, and it's a sci-fi. It's a very pretty edition. And I'm intrigued. I've heard good things. So maybe that. The next one, the next role was a Becca wreck. Now, I couldn't find many that I actually own for this. So what I really, really want to do is read Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. And I know it follows a coven of witches as they go about their lives, and I don't know an awful lot about it apart from that, but I've heard such great things and I really want to read it. And I think it'll work perfectly. Witchy. I think it's great. So the next one that I have is Michael Myers, Read a Sequel. Guess which sequels I'm about to bring to you, because I did not read either of these this month. So I've got Never a Hero and The Light Struck. This is Vanessa Len and this is by Sonia Mara. They are both second books in a series. This one is Only a Monster and this one is The Darkening. And I'm very excited to get to both. So we'll see what happens with that. The last one is a chance. So this is just randomly picking something from a stack, from a written stack. So what I'll probably do for this is look at all the books that I still have to read from this other massive stack that I have, and just kind of randomize it, just pick one out. So let's get on to the other massive stack that I have. And let's do the rolls for my Pick a Mix TBR.
Welcome to October's Pick a Mix TBR. And today I'm going to be trying not to tell my puppy too much. And you might see the camera shake, and that's because she's leapt up here. Let's go with the first throw and hope for the best. Okay, first throw is a really big one. It's a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's an other genre. Throw number 2 is a 1. Oh wow, you really can't see that. Hold on. Barely see it, but okay. 1. So that will be a fantasy. Roll number 3. You can't really see that very well, but it is a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a thriller or horror. That works very nicely for the spooky season, I suppose. Next roll. Another 1. So that's another other. Okay, next one is another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that is a sweets colour pick. I've got my trusty mug right here. I'm just gonna dive right in. And it is an orange. Also works very well for spooky season. Next one is a 2. So that's going to be a contemporary or romance. And a 1. Okay, so that's a TBR jar. So, this is my TBR jar. It's got a lot of stuff in it. So let's go. Let's pick that one, whatever this is. Seasonal. Nice. That works really well. So spooky it is, I suppose. Okay. This is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was not sure if that would give us another roll or not, but it has, and it's another TBR jar. So let's delve in. I'm going for this one. Witchy also works very nicely. Okay, that was a 7, so that's just got us to the end. And honestly, I'm just going to do a mood read for the last one because I feel like I need it. So that's what it's going to be. That was quite a lot. Anyway, on to me explaining what books I'm going to pick.
So, as you can see, I got quite a few rolls. And the first roll that I got was Other. What I'm thinking for this is appropriate. It's Monsters by Clare Dederer. Yes, Clare Dederer. This is a non-fiction, and it explores whether you can separate art from the artist, and quite a few, like, it's basically the author's opinion and how she's kind of worked through this, and it's got lots of different people on it. So what it says on the back is, can we love the work of Roman Polanski, Michael Jackson, Hemingway and Picasso? Should we love it? Does genius deserve special dispensation? Is history an excuse? And what should we do about our feelings about it? So I think this will be really interesting. And it's got pretty big writing, so I feel like I'll get through it very quickly. So the next one that I have, the role was fantasy, and wouldn't you know, Fairy Loot really just kind of hit the nail on the head this month. So I have picked If I Have to Be Haunted by Miranda Sun. It's gorgeous. It's about a girl who can speak to ghosts and the newly dead quarterback, I do believe. So this is actually super exciting. I just think it's going to be really cute, and I am excited to read it. Okay, so the next role was my favourite because it was thriller or horror. So I have a ton of thrillers that I could read. But the one I've chosen to put on here, this could change. But I'm excited the most for The Three Dahlias by Katy Watson. And this is about three actresses who've played Dahlia Lively, and they go to the author's house for some kind of fan event, I believe. And there's a murder, and they have to work together to solve the murder, and it just sounds really cool. I know the second one is out now or soon. I think now. So I just really want to read it. I think it'll be so much fun, and it's perfect for spooky season. Talking of perfect for spooky season, I got another Other for roll 4, and I've decided that this one just works so well. It's a historical fiction, and it is The Other Side of Mrs. Wood. You can't see that. This is the ARC version. So it's The Other Side of Mrs. Wood. It's by Lucy Barker, and this is about basically the old. Well, this explains it better than I do. A story of two rival mediums battling it out at Victorian London's finest seance tables. I think that really does it. I'm quite excited to see what this is like, what it's about. Even though I don't typically do historical fiction, I think this sounds really fun. The next one I've got was Orange Cover. Now, the one I've picked for this is The Girl with All the Gifts. And this might look a little bit yellow, but I'm choosing to believe it looks more orange. If you look at the yellow here, it's more orange than that yellow, and that's kind of what I'm basing it on. Like, it looks a lot more orange than that yellow there. So that's what I'm going with. All I really know about this is I'm pretty sure it's some kind of sci-fi thriller thing, which kind of defies genres a little bit. So that's why it's in other. And I know it's got a zombie, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure the girl's a zombie or something like this. But I would like to read this because I would like to give it back to my sister. So here's hoping. We'll see what happens. And zombies is very spooky season. We're going to veer away from spooky season for one little bit, which was roll 6, which was contemporary or romance. Now this is a book that I have to read because it's for my book club. Like, I really enjoy the book club, even if I'm not really feeling a romance right now. So this book is A Night on the Orient Express. It's by Veronica Henry, and it's about a couple who wins a night on the Orient Express, and it's also got other people around it. It's a group of passengers, and there's lots of things like a mysterious errand, a promise made to a dying friend, an unexpected proposal, a secret reaching back a generation. So it's just kind of chick lit kind of thing. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I really like it and it's not a slog, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So the next one we have was a TBR jar, which was seasonal. So I chose to think of this as anything that I could legitimately say was spooky. So I've gone with Bonesmith by Nikki Palpretto, because if this isn't spooky, I don't know what is. Like, it's got creepy little bone shit going on. She looks pretty spooky, and it's about a bonesmith. I can't remember what it was now. So she wants to become a Valka, which is a ghost fighting warrior. If that's not spooky, I don't know what is. And it's like this mission into the wasteland called the Breach, where the vicious dead roam unchecked. And she's trying to find a prince, I do believe. Yeah, it's spooky. It's seasonal. I'm going with it because it sounds like a lot of fun. And again, Fairyloot have delivered, more than delivered, because it sounds pretty good. The last one was another TBR jar, and it was Witchy. Now, I've already told you what this is. It's going to be Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. So I hope that this is going to be a nice spooky TBR because I really, really feel like it. I'm feeling something different. Any of these could change. I'm not going to hold myself to reading all of them because that's just, it's not going to happen. It's absolutely not going to happen. There's several books on here. I think there's like 12 or 13 books on here. And yeah. No, 14 because I've done double for some. Yeah, there's a lot of books. So let's see how it goes. Let me know what you're reading this month. And whether you've read any of these, especially this one. Let me know what you think, please, if you've read it. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.